All right, I'm live. Welcome to another live stream with your boy Brian, the Casual Brian. These are the casual streams, casually streaming at your boys and gals. Um, Coming to you live TikTok, shout out. Also coming to you live from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I don't even know what's happening on YouTube or Twitch. Every now and then someone will come on and they'll be from Twitch. So invite Jaleel Shaw to go live to that together. What? Oh, I see. I guess Jaleel might have stopped by. Yo, Jaleel, what's up? If you don't know Jaleel, you need to know him because he is literally the goat of alto saxophone. Like, I watch so many. If you're still here, I watch so many of your videos. Um, it's all good. I just think they encourage it. Bro, I came up. Me and my homies when we were at UNT, we used to watch your monk competition, and then whatever other videos that we can find. Like you were the guy on alto sax. Not were, you are still. But I mean, like back in the day, man, we used to like you, Miguel, David. Um, oh my God, Dave Benny. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. Just sub. Oh, appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub, man. You know, we're growing the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is definitely doing good. So much fun. Jalil, you got a tour coming up, right? Again, y'all, if you're not following my friend Jalil, you need to. He's an amazing artist, saxophonist and artist, and he has dope music and he's playing with some amazing artists. He has a tour, I know. I don't know if it's his tour or if it's with somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah, Jalil, follow him. Jalil Shaw. Also, uh, thanks for the sub. Thank you for checking us out on YouTube. If the difference between here and YouTube is one, the audio, because this mic is for my YouTube stream, and two, it's for and for the people on YouTube, I'm looking more at Instagram because they're more active. So if you want me to look more at you, just leave questions in the question section. I keep saying YouTube. It's actually YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm everywhere. You got to be everywhere nowadays. And I've also rejuvenated the podcast. So you can find me on Spotify. I do not know the credentials. But yeah, let me go ahead and get like my stream going. So I'm pulling up Twitter, but I've learned my lesson. Gotta go. I'm hanging out with my daughter right now. No doubt, no doubt. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you stopping by. Yo, you are the real MVP, homie. But yeah, I learned my lesson. I was literally live scrolling on Twitter, and if you know anything about Twitter, it gets kind of crazy. There are there are when I say zero censors, I mean like they don't care. Oh, Jaleel, are you gonna sit in with Rob again? That was bro. That was my favorite night of the occupancy residency, occupancy, the residency. You guys were killing it, bro. And that solo, woo. You gotta warn somebody. You gotta say, "Hey, I'm about to go in." Okay, so like, finish your drinks. You know, just like no food. That's a no food solo. People could choke. All right, so it looks like I got a little bit of a scroll. I can safely scroll for a bit. So I'm about to start. I'm about to pull up my Twitter feed. A very dangerous thing to do, boys and girls. Twitter is out of control, and you don't have any control over what's happening. Shout out, 321 likes. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get up to 1,000. I was getting over 1,000 a while ago. Let's see if we can get back up there. Not that it does anything though. I guess it does. I guess if you get more likes, then they're like, all right, you should watch this stream by the Casual Brian. I also feel weird calling myself the Casual Brian, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's who I am. I stay casual. I hope I can. I'm leaving for my tour tomorrow, but I'll try to head down there when I get back. No doubt, man. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. I've started practicing again because I sound like trash. But there's only so much time in the day. So, but getting the long tones going, getting the scales going. A lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people might not know this about me, but I'm actually a saxophonist, a jazz saxophonist. Some might say failed. Some might say partially a dream, partially achieved. I don't know. I don't think about those things. What I think about is that there's so much anime coming out this month. It's insane. This guy, oh, that's not him. I thought this was like his name is like Heavenly something. He's the most ridiculous person of all time. Okay, here we go. We got a top 9 list. My top 9 antagonists. So he's starting off with Yacht. If you don't know who Yacht is, he's the final villain in Bleach, and he is an insane villain. So good. But at the same time, I don't feel like he was evil. Now, here's the question. Does a person have to be evil to be a good antagonist? I would argue no. What happened to One Punch Man? Is it ever come back? Yeah, actually, it is coming back. They switched production studios, so I think they'll probably be dropping season 3. I think, which is going to be epic, in 2023. It's possible that it's an early 2024, but I'm pretty sure it's a 2023 release, summer, maybe fall. But man, there's so much. If you like One Punch Man, check out this one anime. It's by the same people. It's called Mob Psycho 100. Jeez, that's like one of my favorites too. Mob Psycho 100. It is an amazing anime, and I definitely think you'll vibe to it. Rising Shield Hero is another one, but it's different. It's a completely different thing. But Mob Psycho is insane, and I haven't met a person who doesn't like it. So Yacht is great. Definitely, I would like to have him. I don't know about having Yacht and Aizen on the same list. It seems a little too much Bleach for me, but maybe this person's into Bleach. Monster, I haven't seen the anime. I don't know if I'll ever see it because the animation style looks so old. You're doing great, bro. Just want to let you know. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. I'm trying, That's the thing. People don't realize, it's not. I think sometimes people think it's, whatever. But, 2, 3 people on the live, 3, 4, 5 posts a day, trying to find stuff, trying to make people laugh, trying to make people have a good time. It takes a lot. So I really, really appreciate it. And the follow too, man, respect. So yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't seen Monster. I don't think I'm going to see it. I know everyone says Monster is a great anime. I think too many people say it's good for it not to be good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got to be one of those things. That being said, sometimes I feel like you miss the window to check out anime. You know what I mean? Because the animation style is so old that it just isn't really the vibe. I don't know if I could vibe with Monster because it's just, gosh, it looks like 80s, 80s. I know it's not even 80s. I think it's like late 90s, 2000s. But yeah, so but I'll trust people. Griffith from Berserk absolutely deserves to be on this list. Griffith he's probably the most vile, horrible antagonist of all time. Just awful. Just a terrible person. And I think what makes him so bad is that they were boys at first. If your man beat up your grandma, I think you should find a new boo. Because clearly he is not the boo for you. And I wouldn't try to do anything with him because if he's beating up grandparents, which I don't know if you're serious or not, but if they are, then that is clearly a person who is not all there. Call the cop and leave. Yeah, that's another option. I definitely would call the cops. Except the fact that I ain't no snitch. Not saying you shouldn't be. I'm not judging. I'm just saying me. That's how I roll. That's actually not how I roll. I call the cops immediately. I'll text them too. If they have an app, I'll use the app. I ain't got no time for that. That's what we pay them for. Taxes, people. Taxes. I'm not familiar with vintage anime styles. Samurai, I know. I mean, yeah, it depends on who you talk to. It's definitely not a new gen. So I like to define new gen. This is not by any ways an official definition of anime after 2010. But I would say like old schools like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, maybe Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, these type of animes. 90s anime, which is what I was watching when I was freaking in high school and getting clowned. Bro, I did not make it easy on myself. I was in the band, I was a drum major, and I was way into anime. You know what I mean? Needless to say, there was not a lot of ladies hollering at your boy. You know what I mean? I had a girlfriend each year, but it wasn't a lot. And it definitely wasn't what it should be. And I'm still vengeful to this day. That's why I'm working so hard. I'm working so I can be like, hey, all you girls in high school. No. Can you imagine? Eisen definitely belongs on the list. Eisen is one of the goats of villains. So you don't know who this guy is in the middle. He is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and this guy was awful. I don't know what his name was. I can't remember what his name was, but his stand was Killer Queen. Oh man, there's so much. No, Bleach is old. Bleach was like from freshman year, so 2001. So Bleach is definitely not a new gen. Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, those are not new gen, even though One Piece is still going on. Samurai Champloo definitely came after Naruto dropped. I think Naruto dropped originally in Japan in 1999. So, bro, if you need a list, holla at your boy. I got the picks. And like I said before, if I get to 100,000, I'm going to make a top 25 list. And YouTube, if I get to 10,000 subs, I'm going to make a top 25. That list will obviously be longer. TikTok, you get 3 minutes, so I can make a decent video, I think. I mean, can't really say much more than like why I like it with 1 or 2 sentences. But on YouTube, when I get those 10,000 subs, I'm going to really make it like a long video. And it's going to suck because I'm my editor. I might have to hire my editor. You're like, what are you talking about? Hire your editor. Well, I have an editor for my clients, not for me. And I might have to hire him to make this video. Although I'm very, very excited. Let me put this out there. If you like to edit and you're into anime and music, well, this is mostly anime here, and you're into TikTok and you know how TikTok goes, holla at me. I'm looking for an editor to work with. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money originally, but I do have some budget. And I do believe in paying people for their services. As a jazz saxophonist, I know the pains of exposure. Bro, I've done so many gigs for less than $25. And if you're wondering, well, how do you survive off $25? You don't. You were broke. I was broke, son. Painfully broke. Moving right on. L. It's so funny. I have a hard time considering L the antagonist, but he totally was the antagonist because the villain was the main character, and we were all kind of cheering for Light. I don't know if we were cheering for Light. Death Note. In fact, here's my top 10 anime, Jalil, so you can check out any of these or all of these if you want. One Piece, 1,000 episodes plus. Enjoy. World Trigger, that's my number 2 favorite. Has a great jazz main theme, flugelhorn killing it. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo. Number 3, Mob Psycho, the one I was just telling you about. Number 4, probably I'm gonna keep it at a race. Number 5, The Rising Shield Hero. Number 6 is going to be Haikyuu. 7, Food Wars. 8, Berserk. 9, Naruto. And 10, I don't know. My list moved. I'm going to keep it. Promise Neverland. Death Note, I have to drop Death Note off because the ending was just trash. The ending was complete trash. Complete. I'm just now watching stuff, so I'm watching Baki. Baki's good. Baki's an anime that I watch with my attention span. So like, I have like different mindsets as far as like being able to watch anime. And if my mindset's locked in, and I'm really good, I can watch whatever. But sometimes I'm just like, I can't focus and concentrate. It's my adult ADHD, which I don't think is different than children. But so yeah, I watch stuff like Baki, or I'll rewatch anime. Hey, gifts! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. This has been a very good live. I might just keep this live going. Normally I just do 20 minutes, but I might just keep this live going because you guys are awesome. You're killing it. I've seen Death Note. What do you think about Death Note? Did you watch the whole thing? Because I personally believe that they made Death Note and they started off with a certain ending. I think that the resolution with L, that was intended to be the end. And then when it became wildly successful, they said, can you extend it? Death Note was great. Death Note is a great anime to get people into anime. Some people just have a hard time looking at animation. It like immediately takes them out of what is it, suspended disbelief or whatever, the suspension of belief. But if you can get past like the fact that it's an anime and get into the story and what's happening, another one you might check out is Demon Slayer. My podcast is on Spotify. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna look it up right now because I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I wish you guys could hear the sound on the mic, right? Because you guys are getting phone quality, but I'm over here just like dropping jewels and gems because I can do that. That last note wasn't the vibe. But I get paid to try, people. I get paid to try. I don't get paid to try at all. I'm really curious to see what okay, if you have Spotify, it's the Casual Podcast. And it's basically this. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to download the video and download the audio, and I'm going to post it onto Anchor, and then Anchor will post the episode onto Spotify. So you can follow me at Spotify, and definitely we can vibe. Any good things on Netflix? Nothing that there's a Tyler Perry movie. It's called The Jazzman's Blues. It's basically Romeo and Juliet with a couple of twists. Really, really enjoyed it. Wasn't expecting to enjoy it. My dad just threw it on, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it with my pops, just spend some quality time with my dad. My dad, that's how he says it. I don't say it like that. I say it like my dad. Anyway, and it just turned out to be really good. Very well paced. The story had lots of twists and turns that I was not expecting. And so, yeah, the Jasmine's Blues is a good one. I think there's some good anime that just got released. If you haven't seen Bojack Horseman, I recommend watching Bojack Horseman. It's one of my all-time favorite shows. The depths of, in fact, I'm getting ready to make another YouTube short about Bojack. Just the Bojack quote, which is one of the dopest quotes I ever heard. And the quote goes like this: "You get lonelier and lonelier." There's more parts at the beginning, but this is the part that just gripped me. You get lonelier, you live your life, and then you get lonelier and lonelier. And pretty soon you realize that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. And that is the loneliest feeling ever. Microphone drop for Bojack. Yo, what's up? Okay, so if you've seen Bojack, then I guess I can give me a second. I'm gonna get through this list. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna look through what's on Netflix. Maybe. I don't know if I can because I don't know if I have it on my laptop. So we're moving past L all time, even though I don't feel it. Osclad, people love this character. I think he's mid at best. Bro, isn't that super sad? And don't you feel that as a jazz musician? That's why I kind of scale back, man. One thing that's tough, besides being on the road, besides being away from the people that you love, and if you have a relationship and all that stuff, but just like seeing people run up to you and be like, you're a great person, you're dope, and they're acknowledging your art, but they can't separate that from you, because that was the issue. Bojack was a movie star, and so whenever you have any kind of shine or like you're on any kind of situation, every person that you meet, you just like, all right, well, do they like me? Do they want to get to know me? Do they know anything about me? Or are they just, and I haven't really had to deal with that too much or at all, but I have friends, and I have to deal with it a little bit, but I have friends, mostly I have friends, and, at the end of their shows, I just wait for them so we can go out and grab a drink or whatever. And you see all these people come up to them and they just like, you're awesome. You're so awesome. But the reality is they just are responding to the art. And, when you go home at night and you're by yourself, all those compliments seem to fade away. So, yeah, finishing out the list, Ashkelon, I think he's a mid character. I know I'm going to get some heat, but it is what it is. I've watched Attack on Titan, but they took so long with the last season. Yeah, with Attack on Titan, I went ahead and read the end, and it was like, it's not a great ending. In my opinion, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I do not think that the end of Attack on Titan was good. That's just me. In fact, I don't think that when they revealed the whole Ymir situation, that was good. I was like, what? I watched all of that just to see that? Come on. Come on. Nope. Who's seen Nope? 560 likes. Oh, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. I didn't even see the ending. Yeah, the ending technically hasn't come out. They're dropping it in two pieces. I'm gonna move on from this list because I don't care anymore. Naruto fans, choose your favorite. Does anyone like Naruto as the favorite in Naruto? Is that a thing? Are there people who like, because I like Luffy. He's my favorite character in One Piece, but like Naruto is probably outside of my top 5 favorite characters in Naruto. That Naruto Bleach One Piece video took off. I know, bro, but did you see the ramen guy? It just hit 1 million views today. 1 million views. And it was, but it's been giving me followers too. A lot of people have followed because of that video, which is cool, man. I really dig that. I'm trying to figure out how to do more videos like that. I'm trying to figure out what it is about that video that people resonated with. Was it because it's Naruto content? Was it because it was satirical? Was it because it kind of was, I think that the vibe was that I was making kind of fun of a realistic thing, like, you know what I mean? Because the ramen guy really wasn't that cool or nice to Naruto. And it kind of like, it only makes sense, or it's only funny when you kind of over exaggerate the point. And I did that, and I think people enjoyed it. So yeah, the big three, the final choice. Who will be the winner? Well, this isn't hard for me. This is super easy. Barely an Inconvenience. And if you know that reference, shout out to you. If you don't know that reference, you should look it up. Google it. Super easy. Barely an Inconvenience. You will have a great time tonight watching on YouTube. Oh, my toe, man, my toe is killing me. I trained today. I have some kind of like bone spurs or something in my toe. I'm just happy it's not broken. I thought my toe was broken and it's not, so I'm happy about that. So on my list, you could see if you were following me on YouTube, but since you're not, you're on TikTok, which I appreciate. I appreciate you guys and gals. Guys and gals. Is that okay? Is that PC to say? I mean, I don't know. Guys, gals, theys, thems. Would guys and gals go with theys and thems? I don't know. Whatever you prefer. Thank you. I appreciate you. So we got the list. We got the big question. Everyone asks it all the time. Ask. Everyone ask. Ask it. Struggling. Struggling. Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Come on, this is easy. All right, this is easy. Let's stop this silly nonsense. It's whatever you like is fine. But I prefer One Piece followed by Naruto followed by Bleach. And let me tell you why. First of all, Naruto and Bleach suffer from filler. The filler, which is terrible. Some of them might have been fun, but this is one thing that people don't really appreciate because now you can just get a filler guy and skip. Back in the day, the Bount arc in Bleach took almost 2 years. 2 years, fam. 2 painful, ridiculously stupid years of fighting through watching the Bleach anime, while they're just doing the dumbest stuff. I mean, how do you have a filler arc for 2 years? 2 years. That's insane. Shout out to Deontay on Facebook. He says that Deontay's the homie, man, from way back. He says Naruto's the GOAT. Now, look, back in the day, I actually had Naruto closer to One Piece. I think that Kishimoto does a lot of great stuff with the story, the whole like power system. But I think first of all, again, it goes back to what I just said. The main differentiator for me is the filler. The filler just makes it tough, and One Piece has very little filler. You know what drives me crazy? A lot of people, they say this. They'll be like this. One Piece is just too long. It's too long. Dude, One Piece has almost no filler, just straight story. and is still longer than the other animes and is still killing. There's like no fat on that meat. There is no fat on that meat. Okay? There's no fat. Period. Period. I almost did that thing, that period, whatever. I'm not doing that though. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'll do anything. If I get to 1,000 likes, I'm gonna do that period, the period, whatever. One Piece fillet better than Naruto and Bleach. Yeah, man. I think One Piece is clearly better. The worlds are better. The characters are better. I mean, I can't really even count on one hand the amount of times that I felt like Naruto pulled me to a place, or Bleach pulled me to a place where I was so sad and crying and just like devastated. Bro, when Chopper came back with those flowers and they were poisonous, but the guy ate them still because he just appreciated Chopper going out there on his, you know what I mean? I was like, whoa, I was devastated. When Sanji found out that the guy, sorry for the spoilers, when Sanji found out that what was in the guy's bag, I could do it like that. The captain's bag, I was devastated. When Nami had her backstory with her mother, I was like, wow. There's no moments like that in Naruto. Except maybe spoiler. I'm going to drop a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, I don't want to tell anybody to leave, when all y'all to stay. But this is a massive spoiler for Naruto. If you haven't seen it, apologies. But I've definitely given you enough time. When Jiraiya died, devastated, fam. Devastated. And One Piece has those moments all the way through. So yeah, I think that Bleach, I don't want to underestimate. I feel like when I put things in order, they're all legendary anime. They're all like 9 and up, in my opinion. I know some people might not feel that way, but I think they're all 9 and up, at least an 8.5. One Piece for me is a 10 out of 10 easy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Putting it to bed. I don't know what this anime is. I kind of want to see it though. Cyberpunk. Oh, so there we go. Cyberpunk is on Netflix. And I've been seeing a lot of content around Cyberpunk. So, Sanji finding out the truth about pudding. That was sad, but I just had a feeling that it was ultimately going to work out for good. You know what I mean? And then also Sanji kind of, he's just like chases too many girls. So like you can't really feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he really genuinely like was respectful and went for one girl, I would have more respect for it. I feel worse for him. I felt horrible for his backstory though. The backstory had me more than Pudding. But if Pudding, the situation with Pudding wouldn't have ended the way it did, I don't know if I would have felt the same. But I just had a feeling it was going to be like that. Breaking Bad. Man, people sometimes they do not check these tweets. I wish they let you edit them, but what TV show did you enjoy the most? Can be anime if you really want. I feel like they had a little bit of like a vibe when they were saying can be anime if you really want. Why can't it be anime? It's probably anime. I think what's my favorite TV? I think my favorite TV show is definitely not Breaking Bad. It's either BoJack Horseman or Mad Men was so good too, but it just kind of after the strike it got worse. All right. Playing with fire right now. Live streaming on my TikTok. Not my TikTok, jeez. On the Twitter. Does anyone say on the before something? Like, oh, he's on the Facebook. Or they're on the Instagram. If you are, then you are my age or not. So we got a fight, man. Michael Chandler eyes another title shot if he can do his part versus Dustin Poirier. Look. Sorry for the homies that don't watch fighting. This is crazy. All right. You got starched. Yes, you put hands on him in the first round. Everyone does. Literally, everyone does. And then you got smoked. You got smoked, man. Stop talking. And look, this is coming from a guy who likes Michael Chandler. I didn't at first. I didn't like what he was about, but I like him now. I think he's a solid guy. He's a stand-up guy. I think he's a good fighter. And I just believe in him. I believe that he's real, authentic, and he's honest. And I like it. I don't like this talking. I know some of it is because they have to do it for the UFC. But, bro, just a little humility. All right? A little humility. No one can beat Neji except for the spikes that came from behind him. Charles has the upper hand, in my opinion. I think it's crazy that he's an underdog. I think it's absolutely insane that anyone would put Charles Olivier as an underdog. You clearly have not watched any of his fights. This guy is on the most ferocious win streak right now. Dude, my Instagram is going off right now. I don't even know what I need to get over there. Dang. That's a man, it's snapping. Jeez, dude. But I've been putting in work, people. I've been putting in work. I put in work. I'm really thankful for everybody that's stopping by. I went a little bit long today because we're having a good time. We didn't get to 1,000 likes, but I did get some gifts. Got a couple new followers on TikTok. I appreciate it. Got some questions on the mainstream, so I appreciate y'all. I'll be on again tomorrow. I'm going to be making an appearance on the Black Belt. Oh my gosh, I should know that. Oh, dude, I'm tripping. I got my Spotify open. I just started following them. So I'm pretty excited about this. Go down to podcast. Yeah, so I'm going to be on the Black Belt show. I don't know how they do it. I'm recording it tomorrow. Very excited about that. If you need me or would like to have me on your podcast, I would love to come. And if you want to come on my podcast, just send me a message and we'll see if we can make it happen. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about anime, music, and grappling, namely jujitsu. But I talk about MMA as well. So thank you everybody who's been here, been with me. This was a fun, very fun stream. I had a great time, and I just got to go over. I want to see what's going on. So if you follow me, check my story. I'm about to post how many likes. This is crazy. My notifications are going wild. So I'm going to post how many views this post I just did on Instagram got. If you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me on Instagram. And everyone have a great, great day. Until the next time. Peace.